Circle of Peace movement began in the spring of 2010 as a response to gang violence. My grandson had been shot a couple of times, and it was late February 2010. I saw the snow melting, and I thought the shooting's going to start again. So I went out and I hunted for people that also had children and grandchildren that were gang affiliated, so we could have a conversation. And we did it in circle, which is a restorative practice. I like to think that it was a way they carried conversations anywhere there was a campfire. Everybody would stand in a circle and each person would get an opportunity to speak.
Nowhere was safe, nowhere at all. In our homes, in the streets, our blood still falls. You'd think it changed. It's been so long, but to this day, the hate is strong. Where can we walk? Where can we play? Where can we find a sacred space to talk to God and pray? Where can we go? Where can we breathe? Is there anywhere we can be young and laugh?
Well, it was a community thing, but it was really just for those that were gang affiliated. I asked them to come for 4 meetings, 4 Mondays in a row. And the first Monday, everybody was pointing at each other. There was a lot of conflict, and then we decided we needed to have some rules. And that's where the circle process came in. We said, we're going to sit in this circle, we're going to have a talking piece, and that talking piece is going to move clockwise around the room. And everyone would get a chance to speak, everyone would get a chance to be heard. By the second meeting, people were reflecting that maybe I could be a better grandfather. Maybe I could be a better mother. Maybe our kids are being a problem with the police. Maybe we should have a different relationship with the police. By the third meeting, I saw someone hugging somebody else goodbye. And by the fourth meeting, they were saying, we have to keep doing this. Now, there were other people in the community, other people were peeking in, and as they saw us coming together each week, we weren't ready at that time, but after a while, we decided to let other community members come in.
There are more good things in good people than bad things in bad people. There's a better way than just the far right and the far left. Most of us are in the middle.
It was slow coming. We had one policeman that came on that 5th week, but there was, these families had been impacted by the police in a lot of negative ways. And they felt very disrespected. They would lose their apartments and the places that they lived because the landlord would say, you've got the police coming in and out of here, I don't want you here. So each week I would say, we need a different relationship with these police. We need to invite them in. And every week I would hear the same stories over and over and over again. And after 25 weeks, I don't know what the magic was in that. I finally broke them down and they said, okay, let the police come. Chief, either one of you want to?
Thank you very much. Earlier I was able to touch on a couple things that we are faced with right now. And we certainly have a long, strong, proud tradition and history within the St. Paul Police Department of exceptional leaders that have really set the stage for what it means to be engaged and connected with all of our diverse communities in St. Paul.
Mama used to tell me to love the skin I'm in. I didn't always understand her. I didn't always listen, but now I know better. Now I know better. I didn't like my curls that Flew up to the sun because I wanted to fit in and look like everyone else around me, until I found me. Ebony, chocolate, or cafe au lait. Our skin is gorgeous no matter what they say. So block out the noise, hear the voice of God who made us. Well, as He whispers to you, let it break through and know your black is beautiful. It's beautiful.
The beginning, so I decided to come the next Monday because I wanted to experience the same feeling as she told us. And to say that before coming here to US, I thought that I was doing a lot for my community, but now I know that I will never be the same, and I have a lot to do for my community.
Outside of work, I'm also a private pilot. The Circle of Peace movement, for example, interacts with a number of different youth. Russell Ballinger, he's executive director with the Circle of Peace movement, just came up to me one day just asking for help. It's like, hey, you know, you fly airplanes, can you come out and show these kids what you do, take them up in a flight? I think it'd be really good for them. So like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. So.
Just in all that He has done, He's made it alright.
Airspeed 65, go ahead, pull it back. There you go. You just took off.
I came from Ethiopia. I think this is the 5th time I'm attending this program, and since I've come here and since I've heard about it, I've been attending. I might miss out on other classes and programs, but not this one. Because this is a space that has allowed me to express my thoughts freely and openly.
Thank you so much. So you're definitely a visionary. And with Martin Luther King, I can relate to you.
Last week I shared a song that I want you to read as a gift, and I'll sing it again. It's a song that was sung during the apartheid struggle. It was mostly sang at funerals when people had died at the hands of the apartheid government, young black people had died at the hands of the apartheid government.
Senzelina, 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 Senzelina. What have we done? What have we done? What have we done? What have we done?
Stay with me. We got pulled over for a busted tail light in the back.